Hello, I'm Kristen Fraley, and this is Emily Rigg. We wanted to critique ourselves, and we're going to start with my video first. Comments, as far as the video, I think I did really well. I said like a couple of times, but of course it's going to be normal in everyday talking and communication. I think I need to be a little bit more aggressive when I'm talking. I need to, be more communicative, I guess. Communicate a little bit more. I was kind of thrown off guard with Emily's situation, so we had a hard time keeping a straight face, but I did gather consent from her. I stated my name and where I was from. So the only thing I missed about my introduction was that I was a student at the University of Findlay. I just said that I was a student, and then I said I had a lot of experience, and then I kind of corrected myself saying that I had a lot of experience like in school, and it kind of might have seemed like I had a lot of physical therapy experience like as a physical therapist. So I needed to definitely define that a little bit more. I think I had really good tone in my volume. I made eye contact with her. I tried to keep my facial expressions to a minimum. It was kind of hard to not laugh. But as far as tone, eye contact, volume, and that sort of thing, I think I did really well. I was very comfortable speaking with her. I'm a very personable person, I think. I like to talk to people and get to know them, so I think I did well with that with Emily. I'm pretty sure she understood my questions easily. Okay, that's good because, she answered them correctly and responded. She definitely listened to me well. She kind of went off a little bit as far as talking about Paul, and
he's important.
That was totally made up, by the way. We didn't even practice. That was just a one-time taping. Actually, both of ours were just a one-time taping, so it was really funny. Comments as far as strengths, I think the flow was really good. I think that I kept a straight face and kept going, made it professional, and I kept going in order of, I first said, like, I'm a student physical therapist, and I said, how are you feeling today? And then I went into how she got hurt, why she was in this position. By the way, she was in a hospital setting, so I had all of her age, her race, all of her demographics, and I knew that she didn't have any cultural or language or religious barriers. I also had all of her medications and her current condition and her medical tests, as well as her previous medical history. Her family history I also had as well. And I asked her home situation. She said she lived in a one-story home. She had one step, so that was just to get into the house. And I took notes of everything as I was going so that I could, keep track and do a proper evaluation. And then I also asked her what she'd like to do as far as extracurricular activities and what she did. She said she did church. She said she still drives. She's still active, so we know that we need to get her back on track. So I was trying to take notes of that because that seemed to be important for her, and that's what she wanted to do. That's where she saw herself after physical therapy. She wanted her goals to be able to do the things she did before her injury. So, and we're definitely going to take into consideration Paul and his little kittens.
Very important.
Yes, we need to make sure those obstacles are out of the way. So, as far as everything goes, I think I really did a good job evaling, especially because it was my first time. And we just kind of did this out of the blue. It was the first time we shot, so it was It went over pretty well.
Yeah, I think it went well. She handled my eccentricity nicely.
Your sense of humor.
She humored me about Paul. It was nice.
Yeah.
Didn't make me feel like a crazy person.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to communicate because it was kind of out there, but it is reasonable. You know, there's cats that jump on the counters, and you're trying to get them down.
Yeah.
If you can't reach them, they're smelling that tuna. You need to get them down.
Okay.
All right.
You good?
Yeah, and it helps when you have a great partner to interact with. So, Catwoman. All right. Crazy cat lady.
Okay.
All right, now we're gonna switch over, and Emily is gonna do her evaluation on her video.
Okay. I think I introduced myself pretty well. I mean,
Yeah.
I said where I was from and what I was doing and that I was a student.
Yeah, you mentioned at the University of Findlay, which is something I forgot.
Yeah. Obtained consent. She said it was okay. I didn't say anything about video recording, but obviously she knew that I was recording her. And chances are we probably aren't going to be recording our patients. Good rapport. I can probably talk louder, but generally I talk kind of quiet. I don't mean to. But
I mean, I heard you, and that's all that matters, I guess. But for the video,
yeah, maybe work on that. Posture. I don't know. I could maybe have better posture.
we were both relaxed,
usually
though.
don't.
But we were
Maybe,
relaxed.
yeah,
so.
maybe in an actual situation, we wouldn't be sitting on our couch.
Our
In
love
pajamas.
seats.
Comfort speaking, I felt pretty comfortable. I feel like it flowed pretty well. I mean, granted, we do know each other, but I'm pretty good at talking to people. I'm not exactly shy, so okay, I'll be okay there. Use of lay terms. Did I use any lay terms?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think I did okay.
Yeah, I mean, I answered your question.
Listening skills. I definitely had awesome listening skills. I had to listen to her talk about her awesome high school popularity and social life. Tried to humor her a little bit. You know, it's important to be confident.
It is.
Have good high school life.
You know, it takes a lot of work to be popular, too, so. You have to give me some credit.
Strengths and improvements. Let's see. We didn't do the cultural language, religious barriers, just because we're in a hospital setting and a lot of this stuff is already recorded as far as that stuff, and then the medications and everything that she's going to be on, her medical history, everything she's already been there. We talked about her home situation and her daily activities, so I think I did okay there. I don't know. What do you think I should improve on?
I think you really caught on the fact that I am on my feet a lot. That's something that you picked up on. As I said, I walked up and down the school stairs, and I had cheerleading practice, and I went to the mall sometimes after, and then I would have games on Friday nights. So I did a lot of walking, and being on my feet was really important. So you definitely picked up on that, which is great to be able to pick on the little details and incorporate them. And
I think we did good for
the first time. Yeah. The only thing I forgot to mention we both did was that we forgot to rank our pain. I forgot to ask her about, what her pain level was, a 0 to 10, and she also forgot to mention that as well. So that was the only thing that I meant to incorporate and I forgot. But gave us something to critique ourselves on.
Okay.
So,
I think we're good.
yeah, I think we're good.
Okay,
Right.
and
No, you and Derek.
no.
You and
Oh.
Derek. Okay.
I'm just gonna jump in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enter Derek.
Are we recording right now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, okay. Well, this is for my video with Emily as my patient, and I believe I introduced myself pretty professionally. I mentioned I was a student at the University of Findlay, PT. and got consent from her to film and to interview her without my instructor. In terms of a good rapport, volume was good, I thought, tone, eye contact, I kind of looked down at my paper a lot, facial expressions. When you have her giving the feedback that she was, it's hard to not laugh, I guess, but I tried the best I could. I thought I was pretty comfortable, maybe a little nervous, just thinking about what she would say next. And I didn't think I used any technical terms. It was pretty easy to understand what I was getting at. I listened to her. I listened to the responses she gave me and went off of those pretty accordingly. Comments regarding areas of strength and I got consent. If we were going in the hospital setting, the demographics would have already been given to me, I believe, so I didn't think I needed to address those. Cultural language, again, I didn't address those due to the demographics. And I asked her about her past medical history and her current condition, which she said she wasn't in any pain when I asked her about the intensity, because she was on I think she was on medication. I actually didn't get a real answer for that. So I guess I could have actually gotten an answer about what medication she was on. I could have asked about her family history, because maybe there was a possibility she had a history of mental illness in the family. And if this situation actually happened, I probably would have gotten the advisor and asked for a medical or a mental review, I guess. But then the home situation, I asked where she was, how many stairs, if there's anybody that could help her. And I think that was it, right?
Yeah. I think you did great. I obviously mixed it up a little bit. But, like I said, you never know what you're going to get when you go to a hospital, especially where you're working. You might be up in the psych ward. You don't know. You can get people that actually think that kind of stuff, so you kind of have to humor them a little bit and go with it. I think you did good. He didn't laugh at me, which you really don't want to laugh at the patient. So.
Alright, well, I think we're good. Yeah. See you tomorrow.
Bye. I'm not even.